and my Q&A for September. You guys asked 32 questions, I guess. You did ask more, but there were a bunch of questions that I've already touched on in previous Q&A videos, so I'm not going to repeat myself. So if you asked a question and the answer is not in here, it's because I've already answered it. And I do have a playlist for all my previous Q&A videos, so if you're missing a question, it'll be in there somewhere. So let's get started. Have you ever tried aerial silk? I remember your old pole dance videos. What other physical activities do you like? No, I've never tried aerial silk, but I know friends who have and who really like it. For me, I really did enjoy pole dancing, but because of the issues with my neck, I kind of haven't been able to get back in it the way that I would have wanted, and right now the puppy's taking up pretty much all my time, so right now the only exercise I'm getting is like walks and playing with the puppy. But before, I did have a gym membership, so I went to all kinds of different dance classes and Zumba and stuff like that, and that was a lot of fun. I love dancing, it's a great way to stay in shape, but I can't afford a gym membership right now, so it is what it is. Are there any clothing styles you like but wouldn't wear yourself? Yeah, a bunch of them. I don't like the cutesy stuff. I used to be into the cutesy stuff, but I'm not into that stuff at all anymore. So all the more cutesy stuff like Lolita and things like that are just not for me anymore, but I can still appreciate other people wearing it. And obviously like mainstream stuff just isn't my kind of cup of tea either. Would you ever grow your hair out and take out your piercings to find a job if YouTube ever fell through? YouTube is not my job at all. It's something that I do on the side because I like it. I don't make money off of YouTube. The only tiny little thing I get is like a little bit from ads, but no, I run my own company. I work as much as I can. As of January this year, I am a freelancer with my own company, which I think I've explained in a previous video, but before that I was hired by a communications agency and I worked there for 8 years, full time. So I have had a normal job and they really didn't give a fuck what I looked like. So no, I don't need to change my appearance in order to get a job. And why would I have to have long hair to get a job? That's really weird. You got any more work planned with Bob Conkers, which is one of my tattoo artists? Yes, I do, and I will keep you guys posted. But since he's in Iceland and I'm in Sweden, I can't really go to him all that often, so we'll see when it happens next time. What is your dream wedding, and is a gothic wedding costlier than a normal one? I'm not going to tell you guys anything about the wedding right now, and is a goth wedding costlier than a normal one? It all depends. It doesn't automatically become more expensive because we're goth. A wedding is expensive or as cheap as you make it, so it has nothing to do with the theme. You can make it very cheap for yourself if you want to, but I don't want to reveal anything about the wedding yet, so sorry about that. If you could ask viewers to do one thing to make the world a better place, what would it be? I guess I would want people to keep working in favor of diversity and multiculturalism and just not try to put other people down. Yeah, that's like my main mission, I guess. What was the last album you listened to the whole way through without skipping a song? Just now, when I did my makeup, I finished listening to one of the Deadline albums, one of my favorite punk bands. So yeah, I guess that would be it. What was the last big risk you took that really made you feel alive? I guess the whole leaving the safety of working full-time for a company in order to be able to do my own thing. Yeah, it's scary being out there, but it was time. I really wanted to, and I haven't regretted it yet, so let's hope it stays that way. Have you ever or will you ever go to Merluna? I haven't so far, but I really wanna, and I have friends who go there every year, and yeah, I hope it'll happen at some point. We'll see. Have you ever thought of owning a reptile as a pet? No, because I don't like the idea of feeding them living creatures, even if it's just like little crickets or whatever. I don't know, that kind of grosses me out. I'm not disgusted by the animals or anything, I just don't like the idea of having to feed them mice or no. What do you love most about your fans? I love the fact that you guys are like my second family. I know that you guys always have my back and you're always there and you're always supportive, and I really, really enjoy that. So you're like the only reason why I'm doing any of this is because of you guys, so I love you all. What would be a dream pet of yours? If we're talking dream, like anything could have happened, then yeah, I'd fucking love to have a dragon, but if we're talking about real actual animals, I already have it. It's right here. It's my little dog. I love him so much, so I already have my dream pet. What tips would you give someone who wanted dreads but never had them before? I would say start by getting a set of dread falls or a dreaded wig, because if you go through the whole process of braiding stuff in and then you're not comfortable with it, well, you just did all that for nothing. So just get falls, like the clip-on ones or stuff that's on a hairband or on a wig or whatever. That way you can try it and see if you like it before you actually start braiding stuff in. I've been told that I'm a single because guys would be afraid of bringing a girl with blue hair home to their parents. I'd like your view on that, and was your color hair ever a problem with Mr. Tez's family? Ugh, okay, number one, don't change the way you look because somebody else thinks that you should. Boyfriend's parents, boyfriend, your parents, it doesn't matter who it is. Look the way you want to look. If these people will judge you based on your hair color, then they're not worthy of being in your life. And also, no, Mr. Tez's parents don't give a flying fuck what I look like. They love me for me, and they love the fact that we have each other, and yeah. Why do people care what other people look like? So doesn't matter in the end. It's just appearances, for fuck's sake. Have you ever been to the UK? Yes, I have. I've been to London a couple of times, and I've been to Cardiff. How many pairs of boots do you own? I haven't counted, but I'm guessing a lot. If you've told people your sexuality is gay and they don't believe you, what can I do to convince them or make them believe me? Okay, first of all, I already made a video about the entire subject of sexuality or sexual orientation that I suggest you guys go and watch, as well as listening to my answer to this, because, okay, nobody can tell you what your sexuality is. It is yours and nobody else's, and people shouldn't care. They shouldn't feel that they have a right to talk about your sexuality at all. That is fucked up, and, like, again, these people don't deserve to be in your life. A person's sexuality says nothing about who they are other than their sexual preferences. So it's just fucking stupid. Ugh. I hate that you guys have so many assholes in your lives judging you for who you are. It's just... I hope you'll be free from it and have people who love you no matter what, because yeah, it just makes me so angry. What eyeliner would you recommend for a beginner on doing lines and getting a wing on fleek? When did you start using makeup yourself? My kind of favorite eyeliner is felt tip liners. And I'd say that's a good beginner's product as well because they're so easy to handle. They're not drippy or like they don't make a mess. It's pretty easy to just and then you're done. So it's both a good beginner's product, but it's good for professional or more advanced use as well. And I started doing makeup as a kid. Very early, I played around a lot with hair and makeup and clothing and fashion and playing around with other people's hair, makeup and stuff as a kid already, so we kind of knew where that was heading, I suppose. If you were the Grim Reaper, what would your catchphrase be? What a fantastic question. I think it'd be something stupid, like I want to do it with a sense of humor, like you've just been reaped or you've just been Tez. Like I'd still call myself Tez and I'd do like the thing with the hood. Yeah, I'd be a silly ass Grim Reaper. Nobody would fear me. Would you ever consider growing your eyebrows back fully? I can't answer ever because I don't know where I'll be in the future, but right now I have no interest in it because I'm enjoying playing around with shapes and colors way too much. What is the secret to having such clear skin all the time, or is it just a filter? On Instagram, yeah, sure, I use filters like everybody else. That's kind of the point of the whole thing. But in the videos, there's no filter on top of the videos. I guess I am lucky or fortunate when it comes to skin because I have very little issues as an adult. My skin is pretty dry though, so I do get red, like flaky spots sometimes, but I very rarely get breakouts or anything like that, so I do have good genes. Then again, you guys have seen me without any makeup at all in makeup videos, so you know what I look like. Do you believe in any sort of afterlife? And I had two similar questions about this. I really don't, and it's such a boring thing to not believe in the afterlife. I guess I used to kind of believe in reincarnation of the soul and stuff, but the older I get, I guess the more bitter I get, and the more I realize that what we see is what we get, and just we're living here and now, and we gotta make the best of it now, so can't really say that I believe in an afterlife, no. It'd be pretty cool if there was one, but nah, I just don't see it. What are you going to do for your honeymoon if you're having one? We are having a honeymoon, and I don't know if I'm ready to tell you guys yet because we haven't booked anything yet. But we do have some plans, but when it's time and we're off, obviously I'll take photos and take you guys with me. So yeah, you'll know more about it when it's time. What do you think about couple tattoos? To each their own, man. Everybody does their own thing. If you want to write your partner's name on your freaking forehead, then why not? Go ahead. In the middle of this blob right here, that is my hand tattoo, there's a little skull. Matthias has the same one on his hand. We got those when we were in London in 2011, and just cute, cool thing to do. If we ever did break up, it was just skulls, so no big deal, but you guys do whatever you want with your bodies. Where do you see yourselves in 20 years time? Wow, 20 years from now, I'll be 54. I hope I travel a lot. I hope we have a lot of dogs and that we're happy and traveling, and that both me and Mr. Tez are working less. Like, we have a lot of free time to hang out with family and friends and just travel and, yeah, living the good life. Has it always been easy for you to make friends or have people be drawn to you? It's not always easy now. I don't get along with every single person that I meet. In some situations, I feel really awkward even and feel like I don't fit in, so it's not always easy, definitely not. And it was even less easy when I was younger because I did stand out in that tiny little society where I grew up. But I've talked about this in previous videos, so I'm not going to go into it. But no, it's hard. You just got to find your crew. Like, find the people who like you for you, support the same things that you do, enjoy the same things that you do, or just find a common ground like taste in music or clothing or whatever, and the right people should come to you, yeah. If you could describe your emotions right now in a color, what would it be? It's Friday. Right now when I'm recording this, it's Friday. I'm in a pretty good place right now, so I guess maybe a happy, pretty color, but not something too bananas. Maybe purple? I like purple, so sure, let's go with purple. When you started getting tattoos, did you have a theme in mind? They're all so cohesive. Not really a theme. The only thing I've decided on, which I did early on, was that I never wanted to get color stuff. In the very beginning, I only used black, but then I started adding some red, so red is the only color that I have other than black and white and gray, obviously. So the fact that they kind of match, even though they come from different tattoo artists or from different ideas or whatever, is basically because they're all from my head, and I like the same stuff now that I did when I started getting tattoos. I guess my tattoos got more and more advanced as I got older, but that has maybe more to do with the fact that I couldn't afford them when I was younger, like the bigger ones. So, yeah. How are you finding the transition from working for someone else to being your own boss? I really like it. I really, really like it. I thought I was gonna miss having people around me, like the office environment and having coworkers and stuff, but I don't. I mean, obviously I miss the people that I really liked from my old job, totally, but I still hang out with them. So it's not like I don't see them the whole every single day kind of thing. Yeah, no, I like being my own boss. I like controlling my own hours. I like setting my own price tags. I like making my own rules, and I like the fact that I can work from home or from a cafe and that I can bring my dog with me, and it's just, yeah, it really works for me. The only thing that is a little bit scary is what is always scary when you're a freelancer, and that is, will I have enough money? Will I have enough assignments next month to keep me going? But thankfully, since I do have a partner in crime here in life, we help each other out. So yeah, so far I really enjoy working for myself. What would you say is your biggest fear, and how often are you faced with it? How often can you overcome it? My biggest fear, I guess, is one of those really horrible things, that worrying about really, really horrible, shitty things happening, either to me or to people that I love and care about. I sometimes get so stuck in my head thinking about these things that they really freak me out. And if someone is half an hour late to meeting me, I always think the worst, and I hate that I have that quality, but I just can't control it. And how do you face it? You just think about other things. Try to live your life. You can't isolate yourself from the world because you won't have a life. I just wish I was a little bit more loosened up, but I guess a lot of shit happens in society today, so it is difficult to kind of keep a blind eye to that. I don't want to keep a blind eye to it either. I just want less shit to happen in the world. Which one of your videos are you most proud of? Any kind of video where you guys get a positive response for you. Not positive in the way that, oh, I really like your hair in this video, or I really like this makeup that you did in that tutorial. I mean things that get to you and affect you in a positive way. Those kind of videos where I get to feel like a big sister and feel supportive and the kind of videos where maybe more like the Tez Talk videos where I talk about more serious things, and I get showered with these amazing messages from you guys thanking me and feeling that you're not alone because somebody else feels the same way or somebody else gets it. Those kind of videos, it's pretty amazing being able to be there for you guys without physically being there. So yeah, that's what I'm mostly proud of, being a big sister to you guys. And the last question, have you ever experienced violence against you because of the way you look? And like, knock on wood, I'm so very lucky and pleased to know that's never actually happened to me. I've had weird comments and people feeling they have a right to touch me because of tattoos or whatever, but I've never been like punched in the face because of the way I look or anything like that. People are pretty private, like I've said before, here in Sweden, and in a big city like Stockholm, people are also pretty tolerant to different kinds of styles. So no, I've been okay. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for asking all of these questions. I love you guys so much. And again, if you're missing your question, it's because I've already answered it in a previous Q&A video. So go have a look at my Q&A video playlist. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! And the dog is barking.